A few weeks ago, at Mark's Club, I had the great pleasure of interviewing Hugh Edwards. To those of you who are less familiar with him, he is the face of the BBC. He's the lead presenter and takes charge of the 10 o'clock news, and is perhaps one of the most familiar faces in Great Britain after the Queen. Why is that relevant? Well, public service broadcasting is a very important thing, and we are living in an age where fake news and information from all sorts of sources mean that reliability is paramount today and has great value. And frankly, nothing is as important and vital and timely as a public service broadcasting from the Rake, especially when a new issue comes out. Here it is. It's issue 78. It's our October issue. Let's take a closer look. What an issue we have for you. New York is the playground from which we've drawn our inspiration this time. It happened almost by accident, and I wouldn't say this is a New York-themed issue, but nevertheless, I tipped my well-pitched hat westwards, across the Atlantic, to the great city that has given us such rich arts and culture from both the living and the now dearly departed. But first to our cover star. Benicio del Toro has served as a poster boy for the Rake for years. He is someone who takes his craft seriously, dedicating his life to the pursuit of complex characters and captivating storytelling. While his appearance in any film augments its artistic merit, there is consistently a mysteriousness about his persona. We have long admired his capacity to morph into multifarious characters with transfixing and mesmeric energy, all the while away from the camera, maintaining a relatively low public profile. For the second issue running, Greg Williams shot the Rake's cover, this time at the wonderful Mayborn Beverly Hills. The sartorial chatelaine of Hollywood, Jean Yang, who is the secret weapon of the best-dressed leading men in the business, styled Del Toro for our shoot. We are delighted to have had the opportunity to work with her. Elsewhere in this issue, Stuart Husband has written not one, but two retrospectives on the life of John F. Kennedy Jr., whose bohemian bike-riding sense of suave predated anyone currently living in Williamsburg, and on the hedonistic era that was New York in the 1990s, when it felt like a party would never end. The convergence of scenes and cultures in the 90s gave rise to a period of genuine optimism, rather than a dystopian last hurrah, and I recommend reminding yourself of the opportunities that precedent shows us are available. James Med profiles one of my favourite musicians, Artie Shaw, whose soothing and blissful clarinet playing in the interwar years belied his high-tempo private life. And I interviewed the caustically witty and rakish George Hahn, whose satire has made him an Instagram sensation and an aesthete whose sense of style has a purpose beyond the surface. Also in this issue, we provide you with some escapism, as we head to the Maldives with Amo Volca and Oriol El Cacho for a photo shoot at the Patina Hotel, Faroe Islands, conducted by the superb Kim Lang. I believe Kim submerged himself in the baby blue waters of the Indian Ocean to ensure he got the most compelling shots. I always get very excited when a new issue with the Rake comes out. After all, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work. But ultimately, the point is that I always have more the opinion that someone like autumn, especially in October, should have some form of spring in its step. The better angels on our shoulders are advising caution, but I think that it's cautious optimism rather than anything else. And I think that this issue brings that very much to the table. Enjoy the issue.